mankind. She might as well have been a saurian in human form.
That must be the aloof period she mentioned, right?
We later discovered that her exposure to the Abyss had planted seeds of conflict in her heart. So, we started trying to bring it under control. But ultimately, she's the...
Yeah, don't worry about her. She seems pretty stable to Paimon. She's probably only avoiding the checkups because she thinks it'll stop you guys from worrying about her.
Yes, I'm well aware of that. She knows she needs to be careful. If her condition ever took a turn for the worse, she wouldn't be brushing it aside like this. It's just, every checkup she's been to, they find new cuts and bruises. Nothing to do with the Abyss, of course. Oh no, that's all fine. The problem with her is, she's her own worst enemy. She's been living dangerously again, I'm sure of it. That's why she's avoiding the checkups. She wants to hide it from us.
Yeah, Paimon can see her doing that.
It's not just Chaskar either. Koichi's out there every day on the front lines too, following her big sister around. They're asking for trouble, both of them. Next time you see them, please tell them to be careful for me, even if they don't want to hear it. If she doesn't want to do these checkups anymore, that's fine. I just want her to stop putting herself in...
Hello, Bobby. Okay, I don't understand this bit. Yeah, I don't understand this bit, buddy.
Good day.
Yeah, I'm having a good day. And you, buddy?
Doing alright.
Whoa, where did the time go? We should meet back up with Chaska
Confusing.
before it gets any later. To get to the totem board.
Old Japanese, dude. At least that's the accent I was going for.
Yeah, well, I was having some, like, an issue, but it's already been solved.
Hey, Chaska. Hey, Alba.
Alright, well.
It's alright. I bet my dad talked your heads off, huh? What did he say?
What do you, which deck do you think would be
I was
better?
sometimes a little impulsive back then.
That's putting it mildly.
So,
The memories.
just hear me out on
It
that.
feels like back
Yeah.
then. No one in.
You were the
That's right.
Either doing
Elder
a
Alpa was already a veteran writer by then.
Dragon Maid's deck,
She spotted me while patrolling from the skies and tracked down my... Mom agreed it was time I tried to re-enter human society. But I didn't know
I
the
think
first
it-
thing about being
From what I am
civilized.
aware of, isn't
I
the
clashed
Dragon
with
Maid
everyone who had
cards
to deal with
better
me.
than the Crystal Beast
And
cards?
look at you now. When the day comes that I can't fly anymore, it will be up to you to look
I think
after
I
our
see them
tribe and
more
our flying
often.
squad.
I think the
You know me, though.
Dragon Maid cards are
I'm not a
more
natural
defensive
commander. I'm better off as a lone wolf on the front line.
spellcasters,
So stick it out at least a few more years, okay? Give Koyer and the
I mean, the
others time
Dragon
to come
Maids are
into their
pretty...
own.
Well, I mean, they're...
Oh, stop.
At least the standard Dragon Maids are pretty defensive, but it's the
isn't the
fusion,
leader just the strongest
which are the
warrior in tribe?
powerhouses.
At least Paimon figured that's how your tribe would work.
Well, I mean, they're
Strength
dragon
is certainly a
forms,
core tenet in the Flower Feather
Right.
clan.
because each maid is
Strength
just
means
come in
far
their
more than
in
martial
human
prowess
form.
alone.
If it all came down to individual strength, I'd struggle to call myself a warrior, let alone a member of the flying squad. Any fighter in the tribe could take me down.
Like, I'm going to be trying to
Well,
make one. I just
sorry to
want know
disappoint you.
what the character
It was something
that
I
as
aspired
well.
to at one point.
I don't know the
So
other
much so that
characters.
I went adventuring in the Cinder City, Ochka Natlan, to try and prove myself.
Well,
But it
that's the
was
thing.
foolish
I
of
don't
me.
know any cat. Well,
I wasn't
maybe the
ready.
new as a Yu-Gi-Oh
I
animes
came
use
back
them. Some
empty-handed
of
and
the
seriously
characters use them.
injured.
But
The fact that I survived was something,
I don't like.
suppose.
I don't know. Maybe Kaiba would be
But after
tempted.
that,
I'm
I
not
never
quite sure.
seriously considered myself a strong fighter.
And yet,
Yeah, if Kaiba
you still
actually
managed
gets
to become the
Dragon Maid's
leader of the
cards,
flying
let me
squad,
put it this
thanks
way.
to your
I mean,
experience
I-
and determination.
You go,
All while battling those old
something else
injuries.
with, huh?
I mean, they could just
Don't you
be
think
like
that's a
one of
display of
his
strength in
like
its own
very rare side decks.
Let's shelve this discussion for now. Traveler,
I hate Alpha.
Paimon,
No
there are some
offense,
simple
but
refreshments on the table.
Kaiba,
Please help
like,
yourselves.
he's probably one of those people that be like,
Paimon was
I would
waiting
never
for
eat
that,
such trash.
they were for the snack
Then there
stomach.
was that whole
The
staring
refreshment
at the
stomach
doom
still has
about
plenty
that.
of space.
Yeah.
Well,
Knowing Kaiba, he's probably one of those type of people.
I don't. Well, I mean,
Paimon is so...
I don't know.
Like,
Well,
unless you
if you're
playing
enjoying our
a,
hospitality, feel free to.
two,
Elder Alba?
and you know that everyone's running Dark Magicians. Who's actually going to run Dark
happened?
Magician Girl?
Is it...
It's
I was
some
gonna
merchants
say,
showed up.
I don't know.
Why
I,
now?
Run Dark
This is
Magician
terrible
Girl,
timing.
not to just
There are a
use
few
it for
wingless that we
fusion
haven't
monsters.
managed to
I
reach
was
yet.
just gonna say
And we
that.
still
I feel
haven't
like
been-
Let me
Kaiba
handle the other errands
would be
while
fine
you meet with
using
the
the
merchants.
dragon maids because
You
they're
shouldn't be
pretty
trying
good
to do everything
cards
at your age.
most of the time.
You should help too.
I think
He's
you
only
just
fair
like
after all that food we
just
ate.
by saying,
It's
"Hey,
only pair with Lord and Lady of D in order to make it where they can't be affected by card effects.
Huh. Well, much obliged. Cheska, the remaining wingless are all people you know. Let's see. Pishika now managed. Waska's probably still addicted to Eyes on the Feathered Prize.
yeah,
And Junon spends her days up on the flying
I just
platform,
thought of something
staring at the
interesting.
Cinder City.
So, you know how that thing that you can change the typing of monsters for certain trap cards, right?
yeah, like DNA translate."
Right. So, what if you're running a
Are you sure you don't want to
deck
I appreciate it, boss.
having
But
cards that
honestly,
increase
I'm
dragon
pretty happy with my...
monsters?
Pashika, they're redoing
Yeah.
the flying trials.
You have
Ah,
Lord and Lady
did
of
Alpa
D,
send you? I was just telling
which
Pashika
is
the
a
news,
card that
actually.
states you have to attack it first.
The way things are with the tribe these days,
And it
I mean,
can't be destroyed by
you don't
card
need
effect,
me to
can't
tell
be
you.
affected by card
this
effect,
here is no
because I believe
future for a
that's what
seasoned
Lord
warrior
and
like
Lady
you.
of D do.
Ah, come on, boss. Do you have any idea
Is
how
that-
long it's been? I've
You're
been
have to
wingless
destroy
for
by
years
battles,
now.
and if the
I'm not cut
monster
out
is
for that
strong
anymore.
enough,
Of course,
and you have to
I'll do my
attack
part
it
if we ever
first.
need to defend the
it's gonna
tribe.
be kind of
But there's
douchey.
really no point in me trying out for the flying squad now. I've already made my peace with it. Not everyone has what it takes to return to the sky after going
It's not
wingless.
over douchey.
Elder up
Which
and
one?
like, it's okay if I'm not destined for greatness.
What
I
is
might
it?
not have the handling these balloons every day, seeing how the customers react, the look.
Finding something you love doing can be just as hard as passing the flying trial.
Fair enough. It's your choice. I won't force you.
Oh, by the way, you should try taking a balloon ride if you've got the time. Once you've been up there for yourself, you'll see why I love it so much. No problem. If you ever want to give it a try, you know where to find me.
Isn't that like a fiend spell or trap card?
No, it's the card I'm talking about is a field spell card. The dark something.
Yeah, not too, buddy.
Now,
A retrial?
effect of this
What's
card
the
does,
point? I
and
pretty
nor
much
do I know
treat
about
life
this
like
card
it's a
because the
game.
Dragon Maid side is
No
collecting,
Kukasaur is
it's
ever
in
going to
there.
approve of that. No.
Waska,
So,
I can assure you.
Well, they must be
it's a
judging me for
fixed state.
something. Maybe I
During the
lack
battle
fighting
step,
spirit. Or just don't have the
monsters
talent.
have to attack
Not everyone's a
if able.
natural like you. Don't
And
waste your time on me.
your opponent
You'll
gets
have
to
better
choose
luck with the
who
ones who
attacks.
still have their heads in the clouds. In the meantime, I think I'm going to treat myself to a few
Well,
more
if I
games of
had all
Eyes
three
on the
dark
Feathered
cards,
Prize.
Yeesh, there's
4,000
wingless, then
each.
there's being a total
Now,
lost
you didn't
cause.
have
Used to
very
be a
strong
fierce warrior,
monsters.
actually. But fighting spirit alone won't win you the Kukasaur.
Are all
And it
Kukasaurs so
was your
strict?
turn.
The ones
And
in
you
floating
figured that you had
target
a way of
balloons
getting
and
rid of
eyes on the
one
feather
common
prize seem
monsters?
pretty...
It's one thing to hang out and have fun, but
You were like,
quite another to
you
take to
were-
the skies with a
you're
human like
supposed
giving
to
a ride to
roll.
someone who's
I am
unqualified
myself,
endangers not only the
thanks to
rider,
the
but
field
also the
spell.
Kukasaur
Okay,
themselves.
which one
If the rider
was
makes
the
a
one I,
mistake, they both
do
suffer
that?
the so we have a
I'm
mutual
gonna have to
understanding.
attack Obelisk. I'll have the other two attack Obelisk as well. And, well, you're dead. Because I get to choose who it attacks to.
Hey, Junan. Gazing out at Natlin again?
Chaska? What are you doing here? Is something up?
What's the? In my opinion, I would still
Flying
go
Squad
for
is
the
hosting
made
retrials
dragons of the
again
crystal
soon.
beast, unless you want to be
Want to give
nostalgic.
it another try?
Yeah, because you like playing with crystal beast
Maybe
before.
you're forgetting the definition of wingless. I've
Fair
failed
enough.
so many times already that I've decided to call it quits for good.
Anyways,
I'm done.
I was just
Elder Alpa
curious
always
'cause
goes
I'm,
out of her way to
like,
come
I've
and
been
tell me
collecting
when
quite
a
a
new
bit of
trial is
both,
coming up,
and
and
want
it's
to
nice of
get
her to
me
think of
prepared
me.
for
But nothing's
the
gonna
jobs
change.
if I do.
I'm not going to
So
just
I'm gonna
because
have
they're
to
holding another
choose,
trial.
They're making some big
Jesse
changes to the
Anderson
arena
or
this
whatever
time,
his name is.
so the flying
Now you
experience
pretty much
should be
got
smoother than
it
before.
pretty spot on for his
Coyer's
English
gonna
name.
try again.
Right. I know his first name's Jesse,
No, forget it. If I was
but
genuinely
he has
good
all the
enough to
crystal
make the
beast
squad,
cards, so
the
with
location
that,
shouldn't affect my chances.
yeah.
A true rider can fly confidently whatever the conditions. Like you and Elder Alpa.
As
Junan!
for
They're
the
redoing the... Huh?
Dragon Maid,
I guess they told
I
you
have no
already
idea
then.
who to use. So, like, I'm
I'm
kind of
gonna
in a
sit this-
pickle with
What?
that one.
Why? But she went wingless after her injury and spent years drifting. But even she came back and made it in the end. If she can do it, why can't you?
I mean, I don't have that kind of perseverance. And besides,
Oh, come on. You know you don't need to worry about that.
Hmm.
All right, well,
Okay, so
how about we just treat this as you being
I
my
have
mentor?
a good question
Then
for
will
you.
you train with
Alright,
me?
shoot. What do you got?
I mean,
I want you to make
Enough umming and
the
ahhing.
strongest wish
Let's
you
just get
can
up in the air and figure
without
it out as we
wishing
go.
yourself
Wait,
invincible,
hold on, slow
always to
down. I
win,
can't keep up.
or,
Well, that's one way to do it.
unable to be hurt in any way.
They've been best
Now,
friends
whenever
since they were
I say
kids.
you always win,
If anyone
I
knows how to
mean,
get Junan out of a rut, it's
start
Coyer.
of a video game,
You helped
win.
Coyer deal with her
Because
internal
of your
conflict, and
ability.
now she's done the same for someone
Start an
else.
actual fight, you win.
You know,
Start a board game,
people
you
often
win.
talk about how one
Like, you
conflict
can't
leads to
choose
another and so on.
Win
But sometimes in life,
with
things
a
spiral in a good direction instead.
direct shot of win.
Hmm.
You
You've
only
notified
get
all
one
the wingless
win
on the list now, right? Where to
for
next?
this. How
The
would you
trial arena.
make yourself
It's not far
always
from the
win?
tribe.
Without directly saying, I wish you always win.
Okay, I'm kind of confused a little. So you want me to make a wish for an ability to win, but not an ability that would get me the win
Instantly
automatically.
make you win. Alright. And there's a lot of wishes that you could actually make that doable. For example, I am saying for example because I know that you love Yu-Gi-Oh! Just as much as I do.
Yeah.
Being an extremely good card shuffler. Like one of the world's best card shufflers. Doing so, I'll never get the cards I need because you're shuffling my deck. But if you shuffle your deck, you know how I'm going to shuffle the deck to where your deck is always going to have better cards for you win. 90% of the time that in a normal stance, you would have lost. Which you already win like a good 60% of the time, if not 70. So, out of that other 30 to 40%, 90% of those, you would win a lot easier only because of the card shuffling. Make sense now?
I guess.
So you have to wish for one wish, and no, that wasn't mine because, like I said, I'm only using that as an example.
Okay. So one more thing, something I'll have to wish for. Just to run it by me one more time. Sorry if I missed. Like I can't. I think I blanked out. I can't remember what you said.
So you can wish for anything, but it has to make it to where you will win. So you can't wish to win directly. For example, you're saying, I wish to always win, or I wish to win all the time, or even majority of the time, will not be allowed. but say I wish that I would win because I am amazing at shuffling. You'll gain amazing shuffling powers, or you will win more times you'll lose just from the shuffle. So poker, bam, you're winning. See what I mean?
I guess.
Okay. Having said that, what would you wish for?
Okay, I'm gonna say, I know, retry abilities like like basically it's kind of like a personal rewind for myself. Like, but just I'm gonna put some condition like simple, like I can manually or automatically set it to I don't know, rewind time for myself, or if I'm in a fight or if I'm playing a game and I make a mistake and I'm going like, all right, rewind 10 seconds, rewind at 24 hours.
Okay, what would be the max?
The max, a week.
Okay, fair enough.
But just gonna let you know, not people like I'm the only ones that's gonna know the difference. Like, no one's gonna ever figure out if like, hey, like no one's gonna have a sense of deja vu. Just to, like you know.
Fine. Are you ready for this one?
Yeah.
So, mine actually has an unlimited amount of time frame.
Oh, hey there, Chaska. Did Elder Alpa send you?
Guaranteed win.
Yeah, she's got other things on her plate right now.
Well, the inspection revealed numerous blockages all over the trial arena. It looks like they're the result of ley line disorders caused by repeat abyss invasions. Theoretically, we just need to clear those obstacles, and the arena will fill up with gaseous phlogiston again. Why don't you head on down and...
Meaning that someone promises to pay back $100 if I let them borrow $100, and they'll pay me back $50 extra. They'll do it no matter what, whenever they have it. See what I mean there? But that I won't win whenever
But there are
so
signs
if someone says, I bet you can't make a half-court shot. Since they bet me, if I say bet, it's verbal agreement, and I'll say, so what are we betting? $100? Okay. Got that 100 on you? And I literally just lazily shoot it. Like
I think it should be, but there are signs of strange life in...
And it's a promise, you already know that. And it's a,
Watch this!
a deal. So, for example, I say, hey, you want to play Smash Bros?
Let's fly!
I
thought I was done for. Oh, this bout should be good now. Thank you very much.
And we're just like both playing. Then all of a sudden, I say, hey, next round, like after the one that we're on, loser has to, like, do the dishes or has to give the winner $100 deal. And he's saying deal. If they say deal, awesome. If they take a hand and confirm it, then, yeah. And then the next round, I'll be pretty much gone mode.
This is crazy. Maybe in Connect, but how am I supposed to...
hurting me, and I'm getting hit after hit after hit.
This is crazy. I bet maybe in Connect was right after all. But how am I supposed to do that?
Circumstances, a promise, which is confirmed with vocals, a deal.
This is crazy. I put all of my strength in. Maybe Inkanak was right after all. If a stable structure is formed inside the solid phlogiston, I'll need to hit all the weak spots. But how am I supposed to...
Yeah. So, if we're doing Mortal Kombat, I'm changing it up. If we're doing Mortal Kombat, and we make the bet, and you say that's 2 out of 3, then yeah, you can beat me the second round. The third round, I'm gonna win because the bet will make you win. But if you say, I bet that you can't make a shot, but I'm honestly always making it, it'll force me to look like I'm trying, and then it's gonna make it mix. So, that's that. Yeah.
I was gonna say,
How strange. What?
Well, could be from the Children of Echoes. Maybe it got swept up here due to the ley line disturbances? And I did see those strange markings on the cliff.
I can't think of a way to resolve this. Short of going all...
Take me up!
Oh, are you here to help? So the blockage here has to be cleared. If I dropped it or slipped and fell, I'd be blown to bits in an instant. So, my plan, all I need now is for... What do you think? Simple enough, right?
Okay.
Which means I could also go to any, my judge, president, heck, if we are getting rolled over by a cosmic being, I could go to them and just say, for all the money, all the power, knowledge, everything, I bet that they agree, I instantly win.
You know, technically, like, at least with me, I would have a fair chance against you. Because my power technically cancels it out, so it would just be actual skill.
Well, that's not true.
What do you mean? Because if I make a bet with you...
Which means if you still made a bet with me, unless you are actually rewinding time to before that bet, you're going to lose it.
No, I am rewinding time before that bet.
So, unless you can figure out a way around my ability now, I think I have to be.
Now, I just gotta be very careful with my wording. You said specifically if it's a betting or...
Nice. Now that is a good way.
Because like at first, it's gonna be a couple times before I figure it out. Like probably 20 or 30. I'm like, how the heck is still winning? I'm doing everything so perfectly, or I'm doing everything so different. Yet he's always like able to counter and predict my moves or something, or he gets the lucky draw or something. I'm like, how the hell? And probably one time I'll probably even cheat, and I'll be like, how the hell does he have the card?
Right. But I mean, hey, practice makes perfect. And that's all I gotta say. With me saying that at the end of every single time, whether it's just our very first match, you always rewinding, trying it different, and keep going. Like I said, it's still gonna be that way.
Well, yeah, until I figure I have to think about like, all right, how, like, there's gotta be one of his, like, if I know, like, if I, yeah, like, at that point I'm gonna have to. But at that point I'm gonna have to think you have an ability because you don't know about my ability either. So at that point I'm gonna have to guess that you have an ability. So
that is true.
So it's either going to take me 100 or at most to 1,000 times to beat you to figure out how the heck you're winning.
That is true. Well, here's the question. What if I said something along the lines in a bet that no powers of any kind?
Well, wouldn't that negate your own power though?
Yes, it would, but if I win, then the effects of the power would actually continue with it. So if I do win,
I mean,
my natural skill, if you do have a power, then I get your power.
Wait,
But if you don't,
wait.
Then you have nothing to be afraid of.
Wait, that's not even a bet. I thought you said no. I thought you said no powers would be allowed. I thought that's what you said. Now,
Yeah, no powers would be allowed, but you won't be able to back up out of it if somehow I do win. What you got in Smash Bros? I am one of those family types, and I am pretty good at predicting. So unless you have, say, someone like
Huh?
a range user,
Oh, that one. No, I've got no idea who that belongs to. I just wish I could fly. I'll head over and set up now.
Like, I just think...
All right! Get ready!
Yeah, we're good one. Bye. Damn, the Weeping Nation is really over?
Fulfill our task! Rev the engines! Locked on!
Well, I was playing Celestia, but the dragon.
Let's fly!
Damn, dude, I'm actually gonna miss Navi.
Show no mercy! Suffer the wrath of Easley! Wrath from the sky! Full throttle! Take me up! Open fire! Bullseye!
All my
Let's ride! Light up the blazing sun! Revy, let's fly! Bullseye! Open fire!
Hold on to your hats.
Bullseye! Coming! Watch out! He's lolling! He's Papa! Get him! Wrath from the sky! Full throttle! Ha! Locked on! Open fire! Show no mercy! Pyroclastic surge! Try and stop! Let's fly! Bullseye! Bullseye! Open fire! Suffer the wrath of Easley! Wrath from the sky! Take me up! Open fire! Locked on! Open fire! Locked on! Coming! Watch out! Fulfill our pact! Light it up!
the heck? There's a Mistons here too? But we just got here. Yo, what? We get transformations? I'm actually the little hedgehog? Wait a minute, I have to name this baby. So bad at looking up names though. And my name is Pillow for I'm just gonna call him Coco for now. I know it's not right for us to go back on our word like this. But Camilla and I have to do well during this pilgrimage. Can't seem to find other people to join our team, and I'm just sit around and wait. What the heck? Does she have Naruto whiskers? We still have plenty of chances. You're young, and you're an ancient name on top of that. We're just ordinary tribal warriors with years of battle under our belts and no glory to show for it. Not to mention the physical toll of all that fighting. It's your own and that's not it. No chance last time. I expect that that was only pure. Although what she's actually cute.
Oh, hey there, Chaska.
Yeah, she...
Well, theoretically, why don't you head... the other ancient bears.
Main character, detective. When your box the music so comfortable, y'all like the station already.
Hey! Monsters!
Pyroclastic surge!
Let's run!
I thought I was done for. Oh, this spout should be good now. Thank you very much.
Let's ride! Hip.
Sounds like some kind of Natlin national game.
Take me up!
Everybody squad up though.
So the blockage here, if I dropped it or slipped and fell, I'd be blown to bits in an instant. So, my plan was to transport the bomb to the other side, then send it over. All I need now is for someone else to strike the balloon at the right moment, dropping the payload right on top of the spout. What do you think? Simple. Huh? Oh, that one. No, I've got no idea who that belongs to. I just wish I could. I'll head over and set up. All right, get ready. All right, get ready.
Oh no! It's too early to stop crying.
All right, get ready. All right, get ready.
The gaseous phlogiston is being replenished. Looks like all the spouts have been unblocked.
It's fine with this.
Let's head back up.
Competition.
Burn it down! Ha!
Wow, you took care of everything in no time. Now we just have to wait.
Actually,
Huh? But you only just...
all the more reason to have me test it out.
I guess you're right. With your flying skills, you won't be in any serious danger.
The conditions in this area seem a little unstable. But
All right, I'll get things set up for you. Are you ready? This should be a piece of... All right. Let's fly.
Yo, that looks like you. Like the final evolution. Looks like a first rock. More like sus to me.
Yeah.
What are you doing here? Yo, why does it remind me of Mike? Running to you and Natlin, thinking you're pro.
That was amazing. Paimon couldn't take her eye.
No, nothing major.
Help! Help me! You're from the Flower Feather clan, right? Please.
Catch your breath first.
We got... My friends are still stranded in the middle of the road with the goods we were transporting. Please.
Huh? Are Kukusaurs really that aggressive? Do they usually attack groups?
Not in my experience, but there are...
Work for me.
Ouch!
I've never seen such an aggressive Kukusaur.
Ouch! I've never seen...
Apologies for not trusting you. Can I get that weapon though?
Nation of heroes whose valiant deeds are preserved and passed down in time.
Tasca?
Elder Alba?
Already flew away. Looks like it backed off once it realized...
So why do you think it attacked these people in the first place?
No. These merchants are...
Ah! Thank goodness! The phlogiston...
Phlogiston wings.
Thank you so much for coming to our rescue. These phlogiston wings are...
Wait a minute. Are you the merchants that were looking to collaborate with us?
Yeah, that's us. So
I am. You must be exhausted from your journey. Not to mention...
But Elder Alba, what about...
Well, our guests here weren't seriously injured, and their goods are intact. There are so many of them around here. You'd expect something like this every once in a while. I don't think we need to pursue it any further. More importantly...
Huh? Did you say flying trials? What a coincidence!
Oh, really? Now I'm intrigued.
Well then, let's forget all about this Kukusaur attack for now.
Once a successor is selected, the name becomes theirs to bear. And their deeds are then preserved within
Huh?
As time passes, ancient names come to represent the heroic.
So that's it?
Or
That all went smoother than expected. Well, guess we better get going. Huh?
the accomplishments
Chaska?
and inspiration for the next generation of successors.
Bloodstained.
So the first one that you
You're saying this stone doesn't have any actual power? Like it's not gonna make someone super strong or smart?
I mean, that was never gonna happen.
Not at all. And that is precisely how it exercises its unique value.
Think of it this way. If you become a hero because it haven't granted you strength, are your triumphs worth?
Damn, we getting philosophical already.
Bearers carved miracles into obsidian rock. Yet future bearers saw strength. Miracles of the past. Limitations of the present. The limitations of the past become breakthroughs today. That's more or less the gist of it. So there's no rush to Tina. Anyone who is trying to understand life's judgment after receiving an ancient name. As long as you never stop trying to and surpass yourself.
Yeah, you're going to reach level 90 eventually. I mean, I didn't know where I was going into Cargo Archon be there? I'm so ready.
Really nice guy. If he knew the truth, hi, I'm Looney. Are you here to help find the baby Saurians?
And I'm Toba. You must be the helpers that we've been waiting.
Oh, but Uncle Sanka said he was gonna send some of his friends over to help us. Yeah, sorry. Whatever this is wrong, and
Darn it! We've been tricked, Looney. I should have known that.
what are we supposed to do about the baby Saurians now? It's okay, Looney. Don't worry. There's been a lot of unrest in the tribe lately, and right after what happened to Nana. If Nana is your dad's Saurian, why isn't he the one looking for them? My dad's one of the elders. I didn't think it would take very long, but then...
Yeah, it was so.
It's all right. Don't let them get to you. They should be. I already managed to find their tracks, and it seems like... Really?
Awesome. You gotta be careful out on the cliffs, though.
Goody said the baby Saurians are on the cliff, so let's find a way up.
What he said as model all the codes. I'm good for this. But we didn't give up. I don't sense anything. Nothing happened. I don't sense any local energy. What? You don't talk shit too? I'm up there with you. It's always been that way. Still not too clear on that why though. I got this. Are we going electro? Oh, all of them. Oh, just do it. Never mind. We do with it. Oh, we do with it. Tickles. I don't even use.
We found them! Wait, but what's the... Well, if it isn't the gruesome twosome who wormed their way into our servant circle of friends. Still awestruck from the last time we met? Would that be why you hastily scrambled up here to pay your respects the moment you saw us? I suppose we can't blame you. Such is the spell that our majesty casts on our minions. Very well. You heathens leave us no choice. The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How, shall grant you the audience that you seek. Come,
pucker up. You may now kiss our feet.
Wait, aren't you like Kenichi's sidekick? What the heck are you going on about? You're somehow managing to be even more annoying than the—
Silence! Who are you calling sidekick? We are the Dragon Supreme, sovereign ruler of the nation of Flame. We shall have you know that last time, were it not for Kenichi's earnest pleading on your behalf, you would have received not a single word of
Oh, come on. You talk big, but Kenichi clearly has you under lock and key.
That's more like it. If you must know, our humble servant begged us to investigate an abyss incident near Hoytzitlan, and we chose to grant his request.
Abyss incident?
See this little lizard? Its mother, a medium-sized lizard, came under the influence of abyssal power. In her confusion, she attacked my servant's tribe, then assailed her own offspring.
Yikes. So how is she—
She was but a lowly bug fighting against the power of the abyss. Naturally, such a fragile creature. Apparently, she leaping from a cliff. My dear anemic flying ant, as addled with questions as your head may be, please keep them to yourself and wipe that absurd expression off your face. We are the almighty Dragon Lord Kahula, not a wish-granting fountain.
Anemic flying ant? Cute! Just you wait. Two can play at the ugly nickname game.
We sense a faint abyssal energy. An evil sorcerer must be lurking nearby, but they are well hidden. If you encounter any suspicious outlanders, be sure to give them a robust interrogation.
Suspicious outlanders? Wait, are you mocking us?
Ha! How dare you cast aspersions on your ruler, heathen! You're just lucky that our servant has such vile taste in friends. Otherwise, we would beat you black and blue, and then purple, then black again! If you're not here to kiss my feet, then get out of my sight. Do not impede the work of the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahul!
Potty mouth on that guy! Paimon is furious! Still, good to know about the abyss threat, huh? Wasn't expecting that. Let's not get sidetracked. We should take care of Huni's request first.
Take me up!
I'd say it depends on how she feels about us.
Full throttle! Let's run! Locked on! Take me up!
So all the animals are following you?
Let's fly! Go on, take them. I'll thank the stars for you later.
Let's hope you'll put up a good fight.
Burn it down! Open fire!
Let's finish this next time. I will. Stand down.
Ooh, shiny. It's so pretty. makes a lot of problems go away. So you can never have too much Mora, huh?
What the hell am I looking at? What is this thing?
Something to add to my collection.
Take it down, alright? Don't even know something's just because a cheese too close to get mad at you doesn't mean you're supposed to be.
What the hell is this? Is this Destination's pretty boy? No.
Sorry about that.
Wow, you're back already.
I'm so glad that you're welcome. Pizza. You're not from Natlin, right? Because your clothes look different than ours. Hey, you must be tired after all that climbing.
Yeah, please come.
By the sound of it, Glasses guy wasn't from... Uh-huh. Well, his clothes sure weren't. You know, really? Maybe he was the suspicious outlander that Ahau mentioned. Sure, if you're interested. Oh, let me think. Oh, please, mister. I've told you so many stories already. What do you...
Just one more story. One more, I swear. Why don't you tell me? I heard that there was a huge transparent ball of fire.
Oh, you mean Turnfire.
Oh, wow. So it was the
Uh-huh. There's a story behind every ancient name. The legend goes that the Turnfire is different.
Why?
As soon as you turn around. Poof!
Well, good golly gee.
Right? How nasty is it to burn someone from behind and not...
Yes, shocking.
Good guess, Uncle.
Mm-hmm. Yupanqui was... He didn't like Ochcon, and that's how our ancestors set our people free.
But Ochcon wasn't there.
A split second later,
all it took was a single glance.
The question is, was this the price he paid for stealing the turn?
Nobody knows the... And then...
The grown-ups say that it's like a final look back at your life.
Ah, a fine parable.
I don't know.
Either way, I...
Sure has.
Yeah, and now it belongs to Kinich.
Kinich,
All right, Uncle Glasses. That's enough stories.
I would, but tell me more about this Kinich guy. One more story, No? Careful, Tova. You look dangerously close to cursing me out right now.
Uncle, you'd better not be trying to trick us. Or the turn...
How would it get me if I'm outside of Natlan? Uncle Glasses isn't from...
Huh?
Wait.
Let's go register. Don't have much time.
Wait, what about you, Pichu?
All right, kiddo. Work them like dogs.
Really?
We met at the foot of this cliff, so... Beneath...
Serious?
If you don't believe me, turn around and see for yourselves.
Huh? Where? Oh, wait!
The sheer number of teens.
Yeah, definitely a fishy character. It's a...
Yeah, and not only that...
All it got out of us was some stories, though. What? Travel... Huh? You know Kinich? Not very well, but we have met him.
Oh, man, I'm so jealous. I never even spoken to him.
Me neither. I don't think my dad really likes him, though. He always tells me to stay away from him. Probably because of that little creep he always hangs out with. Oh, the creep who calls himself Kahul Ahau? Yeah, we've had the... Exactly. I don't know why Kinich partnered up with...
Uh-oh. Mooney, look how...
Oh, yikes. If there's anything you need...
We gotta run. Bye for now.
It's always better than one, right?
Definitely less time on around.
It's just like the old saying we have here in Natlin. No one fights alone. Why drag you down? Listen to yourself. You're hard-pressed to find someone in Natlin who can beat us when we're together. We feel a little more confident. More than one
woman? Exactly, their opinions are irrelevant.
Hello there. Here to register for the pilgrimage? Okay. I wanted to ask though, these travelers are very interested in the competition. Any chance they can take part?
Sorry, but only people from Natlin are eligible to participate. So why did you discuss so?
Huni, what were you thinking?
It's okay. Toba helped me.
Kind strangers. What made you so sure they were so... Don't talk back to me. The Mountain King problem still hasn't...
They were good people, Dad. Hello again, Huni. It's Miss Paimon and Mr. Traveler. Dad, it's them. They're the ones who helped me.
Oh, so you're the kind strangers. I'm Trinidad. Apparently you helped my daughter today. So if there's anything you need... Now, I trust that you're sensible people who know better than to take advantage of their host's generosity.
Yep, just helping a neighbor. We're not looking for anything.
Oh?
Dad, please. They're not bad people. They've eaten at the same table with
Kinich. I heard that two mysterious travelers from afar showed up at the stadium.
And Paimon's the other.
I do apologize. A lot's been going on in our tribe lately, and I suppose the pressure must be getting to me.
Oh, now we're talking. Seriously, though, don't worry about it. Already forgotten. We're just happy to see Huni got home safe and sound.
You've just arrived, I take it? It would be my honor to give you a hero's welcome tonight.
Careful now. That's quite an about face. We've heard that kind of thing can lead to spontaneous combustion.
My dear traveler, you are very Go inside now, Huni. Dad's got some important...
Okay.
The power of resurrection has its limits.
Well, we'll hear you out, but we can't make any...
This is for many years, our tribe has celebrated the Turnfire Night. It is a tradition. Burkina was a hero who bore the ancient name Malipo, and Kangamato was a powerful Yumkasor warrior. Together, they fought against the Abyss. They were victorious, but it came at a great cost. Burkina paid with his life. The Mountain King survived. Normally, Yumkasors never live longer than a century. It's possible that the Abyssal Power is responsible. That's right. The Mountain King is a living symbol of our glory. The Abyssal Power inside him is highly sensitive. And when it is disturbed, he awakens and flies into a blind rage. So besides the ceremony, another important part of Turnfire Night each year is cleansing the Abyssal Power inside the Mountain King, so that he will remain sound asleep. However, Abyss-related incidents have been on the rise in Natlin lately, as I'm sure you're both aware. Only 5 months have passed since the last Turnfire Night, and he's all...
Has he woken up again?
He has. We managed to contain the situation by performing a makeshift ceremony. Also, he attacked and wounded my companion, Nana, during the ceremony.
We heard. Such a tragedy.
Yes. Anyway, right now, we're preparing for an exceptional turn, of course. Plus, he's a bona fide hero, who's inherited the
Oh, you mean Kinich?
Yes, he's the one. A hero worth his weight in gold. And unfortunately for us, he's all too aware of that. No prizes for guessing what he said when I asked him to host a Turnfire Night outside of the annual schedule. An exceptional ceremony? I'll have to charge an exceptional price. I swear, no other concept exists in that boy's brain. I'm not the one to usually talk about people behind their backs, but I'm convinced the Y-Up got hit on the head and took a wrong turn the day it chose to give that ancient name to him. Have you ever heard of a hero whose mantra is, "What's your asking price?" Oh, and don't get me started on that insufferable How he hangs around with. Thinks he's God's gift to mankind. Pompous.
Yeah, Paimon has to agree on that last.
Anyway, the fact is, the ceremony can just as easily be done without him, as long as we find someone else. And besides, you two seem like much better candidates, huh?
There's only a few days left before the ceremony. We can't... Wonderful! I can't thank you enough. Oni, come with me to the other side of the mountain. I'll bring you up to speed on each step of the ceremony. As experienced warriors, I'm sure you'll pick it up.
Achoo! Curses! Who dares insult the great Kahula How behind his back?
I'm just nervous.
Oh, great Kahul Aha!
Shut your filthy mouth, worm of the abyss! Your putrid words defile the air we breathe. You make the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How, sick to the stomach!
Opinions. If they don't think you deserve to bear your ancient name, then they can take it up with the Raya.
You'll keep that mouth moving, Lottie.
Speaking as a member of the Abyss Order, that's music to my ears. Exactly the kind of reaction we're going for. But on a personal level, I gotta say, it's pretty hurtful.
Ugh, never have we heard such brazen blustering from someone who is inches from death! Up yours, Four Eyes! We spit in your face!
Okay, well, that I am at a loss to explain. How do I manage to stay so chirpy and cheerful? But I digress. Mr. Kinich, I admit it, you, sir, are a legendary hunter. Still, the only reason you caught me is that I was reluctant to run away. You see, I'm very interested in the lore of your tribe.
Kay?
Is that it? Kay? Aren't you intrigued to know what it is about you guys that prompted a visit from the... It's the extreme sports! The other day, I narrowly avoided getting hit by a very brave soul who just leaped off a cliff. I think you call it bungee jumping? Anyway, Look, I even did a painting inspired by the bravery and freedom of the scions of the canopy.
You scum-sucking swine! I swear, if you go bungee jumping, it'll be without a head first off the tallest cliff, with a band of hunters on your tail, and nowhere left to run, and a bottomless cesspit.
You say that, but I get the sense that Mr. Kinich isn't planning to take my life right now. On top of that, I'm tired of spying on you from afar. So why don't we? I've heard that the most important thing in human relationships is to respect each other's...
Or you could tell me what it is you're really after.
What?
And then I'll name my price.
She's already talented. She just needs that one decisive win to convince her. And I have a feeling this is the one. This could be the win that finally gives her that confidence. Why are you so sure? Is that what happened?
The Abyss contamination is back. No surprise. See those torches over there? Those are sacred flame offshoots.
Are you saying that the sacred
For ceremonial purposes, at least. Sending someone to the Night Kingdom to retrieve the legendary Turnfire isn't exactly an option. More to the point, though, the sacred flame is able to burn away abyssal filth. So that's why we use...
Gotcha! So basically, we just need to clean up the filth with the sacred flame.
That's one part of it, yes. But the complete ceremony is a bit more. First, the flame bearer must collect the kindling of the sacred flame from the starting point. Then use a grappling hook to fly up into the sky and light each of the sacred flame. Then they must go down into the canyon, all the way to the cave where the Mountain King slumbers, lighting braziers and the final altar along the way. The most skilled flame bearers can accomplish all of this without touching the ground once. As much as I hate to admit it.
Wow! You can do all that flying without ever falling to the ground? Well, of mine can. It'd be much...
Well, don't worry. It's not a requirement of the ceremony. The flame bearer must always keep moving forward. You can't skip a pillar, then come back to it after lighting the next one. To do...
So, what actually happens if you do turn back?
Well, if you...
What about today, then? Does the same rule...
Oh, no. Don't worry. Today is just a practice. The order doesn't matter. Are you ready? I'll repeat the key points again.
Deal. I'm in.
Alright, let's use this kindling to complete our mission. There's abyssal filth over there. Let's burn it away with the sacred flame.
I got him cornered!
Should be all the braziers. Let's regroup.
I knew I was right about you. If there was an ancient name for outstanding flame bearers, I'm sure the Wayab would consider you for the honor.
Yeah, although it would probably take...
All right. Now...
Oh, you mean they've still got to sign up?
Some of them are still hoping we can come to an agreement with Kinich. Still, I'm the one responsible for securing a flame bearer. And my
just for Paimon's own peace of mind, are you sure it's not going to be a problem having Outlanders take on such an important role in your ceremony?
See that place over there? There was a time long before the age of Burkina and the Mountain King, when we scions of the Canopy called that our home. After a period of upheaval, our ancestors were forced to move away. Now it has become a place where our youths go to develop courage and kindle a spirit of adventure. If we fail to keep the threat posed by the Mountain King at bay, it might not be long before we have to move again and find a new home. So to answer your question, I think everyone will agree that you are the right choice.
Fair enough. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
I'll need you to drop by my place at some point before the ceremony, if that's all right.
Okay, see you later.
You have my gratitude.
We've helped out with a lot of other local festivals before, but this one feels a little different. Anyway, let's take a break before heading back to Trinidad.
The breeze is restless today.
Deal. I'm in.
Try and stop me! Wrath from the sky! Full throttle! Incinerate! Hey, not a bad haul.
Okay. Is this really necessary? Traveler? Paimon?
Kanichi! Fancy meeting you here. We've actually been looking for you.
I'll get straight to the point. I hear you accepted a proposal from Elder
Oh, the, Turnfire Knight, you mean. You were still his first choice. It's just... Oh, jeez. It's not what it looks like, promise.
Chill, it's cool. I only mention it because there's something you should know. And I suspect Elder Trinidad hasn't been completely forthcoming with you.
Once and for all?
That's right. He wants to use you to send the Mountain King to the Night Kingdom.
To the Night Kingdom? You mean...
To his death.
Whoa, are you serious right now? You shouldn't go blurting out accusations like that. It could get you in trouble.
Too blunt? Okay. I'll phrase it more gently. There is potentially a possibility that Elder Trinidad may be hoping that during the course of the ceremony, you kill the Mountain King dead.
But that's ridiculous! He told us the Mountain King is a living symbol of your tribe's glory!
And that glory comes at a price.
Oh, that's right. The Mountain King is a living... yes, and Nana wasn't the first.
She likely won't be the last to lose her life either.
Still, is killing the Mountain King really the only way? It seems...
The Mountain King is a unique case when it comes to abyssal contamination. It's eaten away at him for so long that it has consumed him entirely, and the damage is irreversible. That evil power has both driven him insane and kept him alive over the centuries. So, to look at it one way, once it's completely purged from his body, the Mountain King will finally be able to rest in peace. In past ceremonies, we've only purged around half of the abyssal power. This was to strike a balance. To keep him alive, but also keep him asleep.
Trinidad didn't say anything about how much power he wanted us to purge, but he did say there were some more details to go over before the ceremony.
Then it sounds like you'll know for sure soon enough.
If he really asks us to kill the Mountain King, what should we do?
I know this must come as quite a shock, so I suggest you act like you didn't hear anything for now. But would you have time to visit the chief after your meeting with Elder Trinidad? I'd like to make a deal with you.
What kind of deal?
One that comes at a very reasonable price. I'm sure you have plenty of other questions, but we can talk more later. Good. See you soon.
Ah, mighty Outlanders, you have returned. Did you have a good rest?
It was...
Glad to hear it. Things are progressing very smoothly on my end. Many of the elders have heard of your heroic deeds, including the chief. They all speak very favorably of you. There are still those who insist that the ceremony should be performed by the bearer of the Malipo name. But they're just stuck in the past. We need to move with the times.
Plus, Kanish doesn't want to do it anyway.
Exactly. So now, it's time for us to discuss the finer details of the ceremony. We covered the fire-lighting part of the proceedings yesterday. The next part is the purification of the Mountain King. It's quite simple. You just need to use the sacred flame. We've done it plenty of times before, and it's always very routine. I'm sure you won't have any problems. One point I'd like to stress, though, is that you need to burn away as much of the abyssal energy as you possibly can. The more we dispel, the longer the Mountain King will remain asleep.
Asleep, huh?
Precisely. In previous years, the Flame Bearer has often been unable to dispel a sufficient amount of abyssal energy. That's the only reason why we have to perform the ceremony on a regular basis. But I understand that you have a lot of experience fighting against the Abyss. And you seemed to wield the sacred flame quite effortlessly yesterday. With your help, I'm optimistic that this time we can dispel all the remaining abyssal energy from the Mountain King's body, freeing us from this ever-looming threat for many years to come.
Traveler?
So this doesn't faze you at all, huh? That's really all you need to know. In the meantime, feel free to look around our settlement. It would mean a lot to the Elder, and if you wouldn't mind helping them out with a few errands here and there.
So now we have extra errands to run? Maybe we should add a little extra to the price.
Just a humble suggestion. That's all. I'll be sticking around over the next...
Seems like Kanish was right. We should go meet up with him right away.
problem is whether he has any doubt, etc., etc. Without further ado, let's get into it. When a man becomes a father, he's called upon to make sacrifices for his family. Hey, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I really don't give a fuck what this nigga is talking about right now. I'm 21, my dog. I do not need the dad talk from you. I'll be y'all back when he starts talking about the fucking movies. I must first acknowledge, I never saw Sonic the Hedgehog 1 or Sonic the Hedgehog 2. What? Excuse me, my nigga? Run that back. I must first acknowledge, I never saw Sonic the Hedgehog 1 or Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I'm not even. That's where you end the video, bruh. That's where you end the video, bruh. I'm not even gonna lie. So you tell me not only did you not watch the previous two films, but from the impression I'm getting from this already, you haven't even studied the source material. You don't even know what this movie is based off of, dog. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know what Sonic is. That's like me saying, okay, we can sit down and make this review about Spider-Man 3, but I haven't seen Spider-Man 1 or 2. Now, don't get me wrong, if Spider-Man 3 is as good as Spider-Man 1,
Chamber full and ready to roll.
but for me watching the third in the franchise, you would think that I would want to watch the movie and study what the movie is based off of.
She's not back yet. Hey, that little kid is... Let's go check what's wrong. Master Chevin! She went to... I told the guards, but they said they have to finish making preparations before they can try to rescue her. So, if you'll help... Great! They said Master Chevin might have stopped around here.
She might have been forced to go near the shadow pen. If that's the case...
Please!
You know what to expect as far as how the characters behave, how the plot of the story flows, how the characters act. You don't know any of that. Like I said, you don't know what Sonic is, you don't know anything about Sonic. So if I'm gonna be honest with you, you shouldn't even be sitting down right now trying to make a review of the movie. I'm not even gonna lie. The other two movies are works of staggered, elevate the third installment and lend it the sort of context necessary.
According to the map, we should...
Get away from me!
Look, over there! Is that Master Chevin?
Where did you come from? So strong! Let's get out of here, boy!
Okay, so what I'm gonna assume is that...
Well, they didn't put up much of a fight.
...complained about how Gerald being alive makes no sense despite being Eggman's grandfather. You know, I know a lot of...
Thank you so much. I thought I wasn't gonna make it down this mountain alive. Saved by the Traveler. Sorry. Let me introduce myself. I'm Chevin, a gem artisan. I'm not... She did, huh? I didn't mean to make... But then, I discovered a new seam of volcanic crystal near the shadow pin. It's a large deposit, and the purity is exceptional. I dug up a whole bunch of it and was getting ready to head back. But the phlogiston within the... Anyway, I'm sure you've seen the state this place is in. It's all because the shadow pin suddenly came crashing to the ground and left behind a massive crater. The seam I found was closer to the outside, so it survived the disaster. Still, the crash riled up the monsters in the area, and now they're everywhere. I panicked and ran up a narrow path to avoid them. But by the time I was in the clear, I ended up running into those bandits.
If the situation was so dangerous, why didn't you just...
I left most of them behind, believe me. I only for Tlasoli and poor little Nechka. Ah, right, you wouldn't know. Tlasoli is a former ancient name artisan, and that's right, or, well, she used to. Now she just handles regular because of her daughter. Poor Nechka contracted an awful illness. Even as Nechka's illness grew worse, Tlasoli never gave up. Still, all's well that ends well. Thanks to the doctor's medicine, her condition has been slowly improving ever since. She's still weak, of course, and has to recoup. She often writes to Shilonen, apparently. Her dream is to become an ancient names forger, just like her mother. Her birthday's in a few days, so Tlasoli asked me to find a pure volcanic crystal to give her as a present.
Yeah, talk about an important chunk of ore! What a nice gift! Paimon hope...
I'm sure she and her mother appreciate... All right, let's head... Actually, why don't you come with me to visit Tlas... It's all thanks to you that I'm... You deserve a reward for helping us protect something...
That's right! A good mood, and of course, we...
But I'll let Tlasol...
Especially as a parent that knows nothing about Sonic. Alright? Well, let's be where those characters are more fancy. It's called bone breaking, my dog.
Oh, you're early. Looking forward to your gift?
That's right. Things might get better.
I've already asked someone to swing by and let Tlasoli know. Let's go then. Do you mind watching the story niche? I'll be right back.
Take me up!
He has no talent as a voice actor and doesn't understand the passion. But he's famous. Wow. That's amazing, bro. In my opinion, the ultimate shadow, bro. Like I said before, every time that nigga talk, nigga shut up, bro. Hey, man, shut the fuck up. Shadow's on the screen, bro. Hey, man, let's hear this nigga talk. You can hear his anger. You can hear his fear. But like I said before, my nigga over here didn't study the source material. You don't know what kind of character Shadow is.
Here we are. Nice house, right? Tlasoli! Open up! Tlasoli? That's strange. Huh. Hey, Nechka!
What if something happened to the two...
Let's not overthink things. They were doing just fine the last time I was here. Still, I told Tlasoli we were coming.
Hey, what's that over there? Looks like a...
That's right. Tlasoli has a when she was still in the... Since Nechka fell ill. Wait a minute. What the... This place is...
Whoa, look at all these broken boxes.
Oh... Alright, how is it that every single time Imish tells me not to go someplace dangerous, I end up running into danger? It's...
The tracks end at this cliff. Could the Tepetlosaur have climbed up the mountain? Let's head up there and see. might not be Tlasoli's companion. Hi,
Hey, Traveler! Paimon!
That's Chevin's voice!
Come down, quick!
Huh? We just got up here and Tlasoli's back already? What a coincidence. Well, guess this means we should why is the Tapatlosaur coming along? Whoa, hey, don't run! You'll hit us!
Yangu, come here. Are you being naughty again? Oh, that's a good Saurian. Oh, you must be hungry. Sorry. I'll whip up something for you later. All right, run along and play now. I'll come along in a sec. Oh, sorry, you two. I was waiting for you at home when Nachka... Well, she said she just wanted to pick some flowers, but she ended up getting lost along the way.
Yeah, Chevin told us...
She's still very weak. The shock and the cold winds certainly didn't help, so she ended up with a slight fever. But it's nothing a good night's rest. That said, she won't be able to meet you today.
Don't worry about it. We know she's still recovering. Her health definitely comes first. We were just dropping by to check on her.
Yes, and to run away from eating her vegetables. She jumps over chairs, hides under the table, then runs all around. Seeing how she is now, that's already enough.
Hey, cheer up. This is about we do appreciate that she tried to welcome us with flowers. Anyway,
yeah, what did you get us?
Well, it's a blaze gem inscription. I made it from the purest ore, so it's almost... The techniques used to make it are all rooted in ancient name forging. Don't say that or the Wyad might smite me. The process just uses it. When I first made one, I didn't think it could serve any practical purpose. Apart from the erosion resistance and the... But then Chevin suggested using the crystals to make a special...
blaze gem inscription. Quite the sales pitch, don't you think?
Wow, that description really does make it seem special.
Tlasoli's blaze gem and word of mouth isn't always reliable. As information gets passed along, it becomes incomplete. But the words, it's the perfect gift for a dear friend or significant other. You could even pass...
Yeah, let's get one! We can engrave our name that way. Our names will be together forever!
You deserve it. You saved...
Chevin, I thought I told you.
Don't you start acting shy too, Tlasoli. It's a great gift.
Well then, thank you both. Nachka should be well by then. She'll be very excited to meet you.
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We don't... Hold on. This isn't part of some scheme to make us...
You never know. You do...
No, don't listen to that, Traveler. You'll end up losing all your morals.
In any case...
Oh no, it's the Tapatlosaur again!
Also, if you don't mind, Tlasoli, I dropped it when I was attacked earlier. The rope and clasp both... I tried fixing it myself, but...
Just leave it to me. Thank you, Chevin.
It was nothing.
You're right. Yangu, behave yourself. I'll feed you in just a... I'll have Chevin contact you once maybe we'll even line...
Oh, that sounds great! We'll look forward to all the good food! Anyway, see you around, Tlasoli!
Look after yourself. Nachka is going to be so happy to meet you.
demographic is not aimed at parents. It is aimed at kids. It is aimed at family, and it is aimed at Sonic fans. Like, what this dude is doing is basically the same thing as, like, a mom complaining that superhero movies are too violent, complaining that anime is too violent. That's pretty much the vibe I'm getting off this dude. It's not as a dad. It's not I think content produced for kids should especially be high quality and should especially have artistic meaning, which is why I hated Sonic the Hedgehog and why it is today. I must say. Hey YouTube, thanks for listening to the show. If you'd like access to my full show, yeah, no thanks, Rudy. So what I'm getting from this is, first of all,
Take me up!
Wow, what an amazing view! And we can even see some Kohosaurs here and there. Hey, why don't we try to get a... Well, they're so cute. Huh? What's happening over there?
Help! Somebody help us!
Ah! Wild Kohosaurs are actually biting people! we could save those for later. We can't just stand around when someone's calling for help.
Return to the skies! Get back!
Don't panic! Just hang in there!
Finally! Someone's coming! Please help us!
Bullseye! Judging from your clothes, you must be scholars from Sumeru, right?
Yes, I'm Karya, and this is my senior Varamdra. Thank you so much for saving us. I was a little too close.
Don't mention it! Handling these sort of things is practically second nature to us by now. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler!
Still, it seems that all the Kaholosaurs just ran off. We need to capture at least one alive.
Capture one alive?
Correct. Say, I can see you are very skilled at dealing with them. Do you think you could use me as live bait to help us capture one?
Well...
Apologies. Varamdra has been hyper...
Oh, no worries. But why did you approach a whole group of wild Kaholosaurs, and what's this talk about capture? Paimon's pretty sure that's not what they're trying to do.
I'm sure we must look very silly. The fact of the matter is that we're searching for a mysterious island from a certain legend. It's said that a very important clue about the island can be found on Kaholosaurs, so approaching them without the help of a guide from the people of the Springs was certainly an unwise choice on our part.
A mysterious island?
Yes.
Are you certain you two won't consider my proposal to capture one?
Some proposal? There's no way we'd be willing to use a person as live...
Then I suppose discussing it any further will just be a waste of time. I must come up with another...
Varamdra!
Oh, all right. You did rescue Karya and I just now, and I suppose I should express some gratitude. Thank you very much.
A little awkward, but Paimon will take it.
We should move on, Karya.
Yes, thank you again. My apologies. Varamdra really doesn't have the best people skills.
That's all right. Bye now. You really don't see a pair of adventurers like... But anyway, Paimon's really curious about that mysterious island that lady just mentioned. Yeah, who knew? After all, the amazing places we've explored during our adventures, finding some mysterious island should be a walk in the park for... Oh, you're right. Time's ticking, but the real question is... that's an...
Get to work! Burn it down! Incinerate! Ha! Show no mercy! Light it up! Let's ride!
Ah, we're finally here! So this is your home, Mualani? Paimon can't wait to have a look around.
See? What did I tell you? A dip in the hot springs after a battle is just the best.
Fetch me a bottle of wine, would you, dear?
Just one? Let's get another. It's still early in the day, isn't it?
Want to go to Golden Dusk later?
Now this is a vacation. Absolutely amazing.
Wow, it's so lively around here. Is there some kind of holiday going on?
We try to treat every day like a holiday around here. We believe every day is worth celebrating. Now, let me show you around. Where to start? Shochiqui Cattle Records, Kalamchi Plaza. Oh, there's so many options, but I recommend starting with the real highlight around here. The hot springs, of course. Natural hot springs have tons of health benefits. Go for a nice
Wait, you want us to bathe? Here?
Oh, don't be shy. Come on, I'll take you to get changed.
Mualani!
Huh? Oh, Auntie Atea!
Please, I've told you that just Atea is fine. Do I look that old to you? Were you taking these two to the hot springs?
That's right. Oh, let me introduce you. This is the Traveler, and the small one next to him is Paimon. They only just arrived in Natlin, so I'm taking them around to experience our customs.
Hi there!
I'm Mualani's neighbor, Atea. By the way, Mualani, I heard you lost to Kachina during the pilgrimage. Is that true?
Yeah, I was this close to winning. Oh, definitely not the result I wanted, but still not too surprising. Kachina's always been strong. Anyway, it's all in the past. I'm gonna take these two for a dip in the hot springs. Talk to you later. Oh, wait. You'll need swimsuits first. I'm sure I can find you something lying around the shop. I'll go look.
Hold it right there, young lady. Have you forgotten the rule about bathing in the hot springs?
Rule? Oh, wait, you mean...
There's a rule about bathing in the hot springs?
That's right. Outlanders have to complete a trial at an artificial hot spring before they're allowed access to the natural ones.
It's not nearly as scary as it sounds. Basically, natural hot springs have higher temperatures that not everyone can withstand. A few travelers have gotten scalded by the water in the past, so now we have an unwritten rule. All Outlanders need to adapt to the lower temperature artificial springs first. But seriously, Auntie Atea, do we have to be so strict? These two are formidable adventurers. I know they can handle it.
Famous last words. The hot springs are not to be underestimated. You can never be too careful. Besides, the environment's been unstable lately. Could be a sign that the Abyss is about to attack.
Oh, that sounds dangerous. You know, Paimon's really not all that formidable, so careful is good.
Exactly. There will be no excessive risk-taking on my watch. Mualani, take them to the artificial spring first.
Okay.
That's more like it. And don't try anything funny. I'm heading to the artificial spring in a bit, and if I don't see you there, your days of copping free meals at my place are done.
Relax. Oh, by the way, Atea, how have you been feeling lately?
Much better. How else would I have the energy to keep an eye on all you rascals? Hey, you over there! How many times have I told you no roughhousing near the hot springs?
Oh, shoot! That weird lady's back again!
Run! Stop right there! Ugh, you need a stern talking to!
She sure has a lot of energy.
She's a legend in our tribe. Everyone knows her. Back before I inherited my ancient name, she was one of Natlan's most renowned warriors, famous for her love of hot springs. In fact, she often threw parties at the hot springs. She referred to anyone who came to these parties as her hot spring buddies. The attendees were all respected warriors like Liliuo, Kaiulani, Vichama, and the Ark.
If Paimon lived here, she would take advantage of the hot springs too.
It's just... during battle, she was impaled in the abdomen by an abyssal monster. The doctors managed to save her life, but they made it clear that she could never bathe in the hot springs again. Abyssal power still exists within her body. Immersing herself in hot water would accelerate the corrosion of her internal organs and the progression of her illness.
Oh, no wonder she has so many scars. Paimon had no idea she was so seriously injured.
That's normal. She never talks about her injury. She's worked tirelessly over the years to dig up artificial springs so that more and more people can experience our tribe's natural wonders, even though she can't enjoy them herself. I really respect her for that. Anyway, let's head to the artificial springs. If Auntie Atea gets there before us, we're gonna be in some real hot water.
Oh, I see. That's a great idea. I like it.
See, I told you the chief would agree.
Well, let's get moving then. We can't let a word of this slip to anyone else.
Hey, Amina, Hikaru, Marukao. You three seem particularly cheerful today. What's the occasion?
Oh, Mulani, you're back.
This is the Traveler and Paimon, two very important guests. I wanted to take them to the natural hot springs, but Auntie Atea caught us, so we had to come here first.
Oh, what a coincidence. We were just talking about her.
We think Auntie Atea's illness has taken a turn for the better.
Really? How can you tell?
Okay, so while you've been busy with the pilgrimage, we noticed that she's been visiting the hot springs alone at night. Specifically, the hot springs in the cave to the north of our settlement. I'm sure you know the one. Apparently, she used to go there a lot before they became abandoned for some reason. She could never come into contact with hot water before, and now she's visiting the hot springs every night. I mean, it's pretty obvious what that means, right?
Yeah, so we got to thinking, what if we renovated the abandoned spring behind her back, then threw her a huge surprise party? Chief Amina thinks it's a great idea too. So, you want in?
Of course! How could you even think of pulling this off without me? I'm a little busy right now, though. I'll come find you once we're done at the hot springs.
Of course. Take your time. You should focus on our guests for now. These artificial springs are pretty new, but the experience is just as good as the natural ones, if you ask me. We really worked hard on them, so I hope you enjoy. And you two, I know you want to focus on Atea's surprise, but don't forget your patrol duties in the meantime. The Abyss could attack at any moment, so we need to stay vigilant.
You got it, Chief. We'll keep an eye out. You can count on us.
All right, we're off then. See you at the abandoned spring, Mualani.
I'm also gonna head out. Have fun!
Finally, it's hot spring time! Oh, I already arranged swimwear for you guys, by the way. Come on, I'll show you to the changing...
Let's ride! Try and stop me!
So, what do you think? Can you feel the warmth relax every muscle in your body?
Yeah, it's so nice. The steam is warm too.
The first time I came to the hot springs, there was no calming effect whatsoever. I was such a little ball of energy, the moment my parents looked away, I ran off to the high temperature pools. It was actually pretty funny looking back on it. They were absolutely frantic, looking for me all over, until finally they saw my head slowly poke out from under the water. I was too young to remember the whole ordeal, but my parents told me all about it. A natural-born swimmer, my mother called me. Just like her, I taught myself how to dive underwater the first time I ever went swimming. So feel free to go for a swim. I'll be right here if you need rescuing.
Okay, here goes nothing.
Auntie Atea, you really came to check on us?
Of course. And I'm glad you listened. I brought you all some milk and snacks as well. The temperature in the artificial springs isn't too high, so I went with Saurus crackers and grain fruit chips. See how you like them.
Oh, thank you! These are great!
Well, I did make them myself. Very few young people know how to truly appreciate hot springs, so listen carefully. The temperature of the hot spring not only determines the type of snacks you should choose, but also the amount of time you should spend in the water. To bathe in a hot spring is to completely empty your mind. As such, swimming around the pool is incredibly disruptive and impolite, and something you should absolutely not learn from Mualani.
Hey!
All right, looks like you were able to adapt to the temperature, no problem. You should be able to switch to the natural springs then. Well, I've got to get going. Oh, and make sure you drink your milk. I'm looking at you, Mualani. I still remember how you used to pour it into the water when you were little. That better not happen again, whether I'm here to catch you or not.
Okay.
Paimon didn't think you were the type to do something like that.
I remember thinking I'd totally get away with it too. But turns out milk is pretty easy to spot when you pour it into clear water. Not my best work. Some people get dizzy if they stay in here.
Paimon's fine, just a bit stuffed.
Looks like you two are naturals. Oh, by the way, I have to leave you on your own for a little while this afternoon. I'm gonna help the others fix up that abandoned spring. I certainly don't trust their aesthetic tastes. Who knows what will become of the place if I leave them unattended. In exchange, though, I can recommend a couple of shops that are worth a visit. Huh?
Yeah, she brought us snacks and taught us about the hot springs. We want to do our part too. Friends are supposed to help each other out. We'd feel bad otherwise.
Well then, the more the merrier. All right, we should get going. Let's organize the best hot spring gathering Natlan's ever seen.